You don't freeze in English because you don't know what to say. You freeze because your brain can't decide fast enough. That's the part nobody talks about. Most English learners believe their speaking problem comes from weak vocabulary or missing grammar. So they study more. They memorize more. They prepare more. But when it's time to speak, the same thing happens again. Silence. Pressure. Nothing comes out. That's because the real problem is not English knowledge. The real problem is decision overload. If this kind of English thinking helps you, subscribe to the channel, because this is exactly what we work on here. Now let's slow this down and be honest. When you speak your native language, you don't think in sentences. You don't build grammar. You don't search for words. You decide direction. Your brain chooses intent first. Agree. Refuse. Clarify. Continue. End the conversation. The sentence appears automatically after that decision. But English learners are trained in the opposite direction. They are trained to build language first, to check grammar, to choose the right tense, to find the perfect word. So the moment they want to speak, their brain opens too many tabs. Vocabulary tab, grammar tab, pronunciation tab, confidence tab, fear tab. And while the brain is busy managing options, time moves forward. The silence gets longer. The pressure gets heavier. And the mouth stays closed. This is not forgetting English. This is not low intelligence. This is not lack of practice. This is poor decision training. Fluent speakers are not fluent because they know more English. They are fluent because they decide faster. They don't ask, "Is this sentence perfect? What am I doing right now? Am I buying time? Am I correcting something? Am I reacting emotionally? Am I changing the topic?" Once the function is clear, the sentence becomes simple. That's why fluent speakers sound relaxed even with basic English. They are not constructing. They are navigating. Most learners try to construct meaning word by word, hoping clarity will come at the end. But clarity comes first. Language follows. This is why you often feel stuck even when your idea is simple. Your brain is not slow. It's overloaded. Because nobody told you that speaking is not about sentences. It's about moves. Let's look at a real situation. Someone asks you a question in English. You understand maybe 70%. A learner freezes. They try to understand every word before speaking. A fluent speaker doesn't do that. They make a decision. Delay. Clarify. Reduce risk. And they say something simple. "Can you say that again? What do you mean by that? I'm not sure, but..." These are not advanced sentences. They are functional moves. And because the speaker keeps moving, confidence stays alive. Silence is what kills confidence, not mistakes. Another reason decisions feel hard is translation. When you translate in your head, your brain must decide twice. First, what do I want to say in my language? Second, how do I say it in English? Two decisions. One moment. Under pressure. That system breaks easily. When you think in English, even with limited vocabulary, you remove one entire step. The decision becomes direct. The response becomes faster. That's why thinking in English is not about sounding smart. It's about reducing mental load. If you want to understand this process deeper and see exactly how translation blocks your speaking decisions, watch our video about thinking in English. It explains why your brain freezes even when you know the words. Another common mistake learners make is over-preparing. They prepare answers. They prepare stories. They prepare explanations. Preparation feels safe. But real speaking doesn't reward preparation. It rewards adaptability. You cannot prepare every situation, but you can train decision speed. Decision speed comes from repetition under light pressure. Not long speaking sessions. Not perfect environments. Short moments where you choose and speak. Choose to continue. Choose to simplify. Choose to exit. Simple moves repeated daily build confidence faster than perfect sentences repeated rarely. This is also why many learners feel confident while studying, but powerless while speaking. Studying removes pressure. Speaking creates it. And pressure exposes weak decision systems. So the solution is not more studying. The solution is better decision training. Start asking different questions. Instead of asking, "How do I say this sentence correctly?" What am I trying to do right now? Am I explaining? Am I reacting? Am I buying time? That single shift changes everything. Once your brain learns to decide intent first, English stops feeling heavy. Sentences stop blocking you. Mistakes stop scaring you. Silence loses power. And your speaking starts moving again. So remember this. You don't freeze because English is hard. You freeze because you're trying to decide too much at once. Simplify the decision. And speaking becomes possible. If you really want a place to practice speaking. With real people. Not bots. Not textbooks. Join our Telegram group. It's active. People actually talk. The link is pinned in the comments. You can find it easily. If this video helped you, even a little, give it a small like. Write in the comments. What stops you from speaking? And share this video with someone you know. Someone who understands English, but stays silent.